Yeah, we can rest. We can rest. We are live once again after a very long time. Chatting with chat. Yeah, single angalaniki. I forgot
Ancient
about
alchemy truly is fascinating.
button to study time. Yaar, yaar,
Ancient alchemy truly is
Welcome. How can I help you?
fascinating.
Hey, my chat is on finally. Stating chat. What? Lisa's outfit. Oh, we are here.
How's everything going with your thesis?
Not
I
well.
should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well,
Okay.
Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much needed rest.
Yeah, you need a rest.
They're really out of their minds, making I'll hate them the acting grands.
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! You think
Wow.
I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him!
Yeah,
He was
don't
one
under.
of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time.
Self-study.
What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the academia to have him as the acting grand sage?
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Hmm.
Is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast.
Yeah.
People don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon Dot. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now.
Yeah, that gold
He
guy
really
was.
doesn't like Alhaitham.
Yeah, he didn't like. He didn't like. I know that one. So what should we do? Press. The word is coming.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
Yeah.
Matra.
Amatra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to Amatra about something important.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to Amatra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to Amatra.
Yeah. Sino, come on. The hell?
We
I'm doing the
promised
world question, huh? I never expected this one. Then what the hell I'm doing, man? Am I doing the story, Kush? What the hell? I never knew I was doing the story, Kush.
Oh, wait! Sino should be back at the Academia! Let's go find him!
Yeah, nice one. I never knew I'm doing this one and that one. Let's go to Affinity, Affinity. I don't know which quest I'm doing, but I'm doing some random quest.
Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of Mora for just standing around?
Yeah.
Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
No, only you are interested.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand Mora.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon. Yeah, Effendi, are there any
Paying commissions. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So they offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers.
Yeah, I
Here's what
accept
the recruitment
everything.
process.
Gimpros.
First of all,
I accept
are you
it.
proficient with one or more types of weapon? Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers? All right, I'll put you down as the Traveler, right? Okay, I finished the registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies. You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me, but now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
It's Lisa. I only don't know that word. Puspa Cafe. Puspa Cafe. I don't want cabbage. Is the friendship team. Oh, I don't care.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, hmm? First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafoor! He's the one we're searching for. But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
No need.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak. Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbot by now.
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafoor. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning of what you just said is simply wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now. Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa?
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the academia, have you?
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafoor about.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outside?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocol. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
Yeah, not for me.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
No.
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia. I
thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Here's also one which we should do.
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the Knights okay with you being gone?
More him as captain. So if there is no librarian, then the night is a library.
Of
I wrote
course.
something wrong.
Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the Academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the Academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the Academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Sounds like you've
I don't wish to return to the Academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m., with regular afternoon tea every day.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafoor found me just after I arrived in Sumeru.
Who is that child?
Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
He's just roaming, and I was having some exams, and I came now.
I see. Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the god. Sounds like you were involved in some remarkable events again, and I was completely unaware. And to think, you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandhar. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
Bye, have a good time. I'm going to Matria Forest to do the quest. Well, only me. I'm only the watching guy, so no talking. Hi, Gafoor.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready. Very well. Let me inform you, Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record. Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatch. It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomaly. Well, those are all the necessary details.
Yeah, don't tell anything, I don't care. Okay, I understood. Okay. I have to take 3 teams and destroy them. I have trial characters also, man. Oh, well, put here. Attack. Just another system of. Okay. One thing I forgot. Elemental mastery. This guy need elemental mastery. Oh no! Damage Sama. I'm opening my chat. Wait a few minutes. Starting soon. I hate my phone. Yeah, I opened my chat, man. Going to fight.
Nice and spicy. Help!
Shine down! Ha! Ha! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
What the hell? Very. Okay.
Let's spark things up a little.
Witness the power of Gua. Body and mind. Time to act.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Try not to enjoy this.
Scatter!
Yeah, take flight.
Okay, we are back.
I'm going in! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Stabilize. This is order.
Rest and rebuild!
Let's light it up! Shine down!
Hold the line!
Be still.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Covenant of the Deep!
Cascade. The depths beckon.